Yo, guys, I hope you're well. Well, guys, we, the common sense majority, are all still reeling by being called far right thugs by Starmer. And Starmer said that the far right thugs use the app of choice Telegram to communicate, plan, organise these riots and these other incidences in the UK. Well, guys, in this next article, I've just been informed that the founder of Telegram, Pavel Durov, has been arrested. Guys, let's check it out.
Now, the billionaire founder of encrypted messaging app Telegram has been arrested in France. Pavel Durov was reportedly detained after his private jet landed at the Bourget airport outside Paris. Telegram is one of the most downloaded apps in the world, and it's particularly popular in Russia. But its focus on privacy has raised questions about its use by criminals. So let's find out a little bit more about this. Molly Malone is here with me. Hi, Molly. So what do we know about this arrest then?
So firstly, just a bit about who he is, because he's not exactly a household name. He's Russian-born, gained French citizenship a few years ago, but he's really famed for founding this encrypted private messaging app, Telegram, and suggestions in French local media this morning that the arrest and potential investigation relates to this app for its potential lack of moderation and potential criminal activity. But just for some context about the app, because it's actually not potentially as well known here as it is across the globe. It's one of the most downloaded apps after the likes of Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, with upwards of 950 million users. It's an encrypted private messaging app, effectively protecting data from being intercepted with, as you said, a big focus on privacy. It's been in recent years particularly popular in Russia and Ukraine. It was actually banned back in 2018 in Russia because of its refusal to release data. And for people here, well, it's really been talked about in recent months and recent weeks because of what we've seen on the streets in parts of northern England and elsewhere, riots. Many of those riots, protests as well, were advertised on Telegram by far-right groups. Also,
So, I was trying to get a word in edgewise. Young lady didn't give a breath really, but I was just trying to say that I'd never heard of Telegram until Sir Starmer. Should we call him Sir Starmer of the Stammer? Until he advertised that Telegram was the app of choice, apparently and allegedly used by these far right thugs. So what they said was that Telegram has upwards of 950 million users worldwide, and it's been popular in Russia and the Ukraine. So it's really interesting that Sir Keir, whatever his name is, Sir Keir Starmer, was saying that the grip of the law would be far-reaching, and his slimy tentacles look like they have been that far-reaching because they've now reached out to the founder and the CEO of Telegram, and he's now being arrested, citing a lack of moderation on the site of Telegram. So this will raise a lot of questions, but I'll ask those questions after we hear exactly what's going on.
selling the likes of flares and fireworks. That's probably why people might have heard about it over here. But Mr. Durov actually did an interview with the American right-wing commentator back in April, a man called Tucker Carlson. People might know him from Fox News. And he actually said there that he wants to keep the app away from geopolitics. And that interview did, though, actually lead to kind of accusations that he was trying to kind of court the right-wing press. Tucker Carlson has tweeted to say that he believes Mr. Durov has been arrested because of his refusal to censor the truth, obviously relating to the app and its kind of private encrypted nature. So
now, is Durov and the Telegram app just a fall guy in all of this? Are they just a pawn in a much wider and bigger game that's being played? I wonder.
Lots of speculation about exactly why he was arrested when he landed at that French airport just north of Paris earlier today. But clearly there'll be, the Russian Foreign Ministry, for example, have said that it's looking into the circumstances to try and clarify the situation.
So guys, I think I'll give you some of my own thoughts on that. It's quite an interesting news article. and there was a lot of information given by that lady very, very quickly. So my just quick thoughts on that. So Pavel Durov, I think he's only about 40 or is he 39 years of age. He's, as I said, he is of Russian origin, but now I think he is a French citizen or domiciled in France. But Sir Keir Starmer promised to go after anyone and everyone suspected of facilitating and assisting the unrest of the so-called far-right riots in here in the UK. And it seems as though he has come good and he's come through on this promise. And it seems that his long, slimy tentacles have reached out and snared another suspect. So Starmer cited the fact that Telegram's encryption has made it difficult for the authorities to intercept and to capture evidence of what the far right was planning, and he bemoaned Durov's stance on free speech and his refusal to censor the messages on the Telegram app. So the arrest warrant was issued, and it was issued citing the lack of moderators on the platform, which meant it was more likely that criminal activities were more easily to take place unchecked and unfettered on that platform. So Telegram is a messaging app and it's preferred by many people because of its encryption, and this allows for greater privacy. But this very fact that Telegram and its encryption allows for privacy, of course, would be a major concern for governments who wish to spy and snoop on and listen in to every private conversation. Because in this brave new world, the people are the suspects and assumed as guilty parties until those like Starmer have had access to your private thoughts and muses, and only then past you safe and innocent of all crimes. So apparently authorities over the world had been exerting increasing pressure on Durov and Telegram due to his alleged links with Vladimir Putin and the belief that Russian politicians and military officials use Telegram as the communication app of choice due to its encryption functionalities. But Durov refused to allow backdoor access entry into Telegram so they could monitor messages, and it is this refusal, I believe, that has triggered the arrest warrant on the basis that Telegram has a lack of moderation on its platform. But from a UK perspective, I would now expect and demand to see evidence from Sir Keir Starmer and his government of this so-called far-right conspiracy to plan, organise and control the riots and unrest in the UK. I want to see names of organisations that were involved and the numbers too. Now that Telegram will be forced to give up all of its details. So we wish to see who was involved, the numbers that were involved, when, where and why and how, everything. So in my opinion, the next few days and months will be very interesting to see what weight and evidence Starmer will provide. Or was this always just a case of beware of the boogeyman to scare us into submission? So Starmer, we want to see receipts and evidence of this so-called far-right activity on Telegram, and we wish to see evidence of exactly how many people and groups were involved. Those are the sorts of people you should be going after, and not the common sense majority. Or is this just another case of useful idiots assisting you in your own agenda? So guys, let me know down here in the comment section what you think. Let me know down here in the comment section what you think, guys. So with the arrest of Pavel Durov, who's the co-founder and the CEO of Telegram, will we be able to find out more information of what really was going on with this far-right conspiracy here in the UK to plan, organise and control these riots and all these other I can't think what the word is, all these other incidents that apparently have been plotted and planned on apps such as Telegram? So guys, let me know down here in the comment section. Or is this just part of a wider game and a wider plan from Sir Keir Starmer to start to control our freedoms of speech? So are they going to be going after other big names, other big people? They've already pointed the finger at Elon Musk on X. So what other platforms, what other apps are they going to go after? And what other individuals are they going after, people? It doesn't seem like they're going after the perpetrators, but they're going after the poor, innocent and duped people who have maybe retweeted a tweet or said something stupid. But they're not the real perpetrators of this. Until we see this government going after the real perpetrators, then we'll see something. But instead of that, it looks like they're acting as bully boys and beating up on the poor and the defensive and the ignorant. So guys, let me know down here in the comment section. Yes, we want freedom of speech, but yes, we also want our freedoms to be within the parameters of lawful and legal speech. We do not want any incitement for violence. We do not want any incitement for racism. We do not want any incitement for intolerance. But if the people like Sir Keir Starmer and this government do not let the people talk and give us a platform to speak on, and that platform is in Parliament, people, this is what we've been asking for, then what do they expect? Or is this something that they want to happen so they can take away all of our freedoms? Guys, let me know down here in the comment section. This is a really, really important aspect that's happened. So with the arrest of the owner of Telegram, Pavel Durov, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the days and weeks moving forward. And also the arrest of the gentleman in Pakistan. What was it, Network 3 or whatever that was allegedly the inciting incident to encourage these riots. So they're going after people in different jurisdictions, in different regions, in different countries, in different territories, just showing everyone that they have the power to go after you anywhere and everywhere in the world. The only problem with that, people, is, isn't it a pity they don't go after real criminals? They let the real criminals, so the muggers, the rapists, the real thugs who are going out on a daily basis, making normal, everyday human beings' lives an absolute misery, the burglars and people like that. They know who they are, they know where they're at, the gang members, etc. And they leave them free to roam and to do as they please. But the moment you threaten their bigger agenda, they will arrest you within minutes. Anyway, guys, it is what it is. Make certain you have a great weekend. Look after yourselves, look after each other, and make certain you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.